KC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, staying on the breezy and mild side with rain chances ramping up tomorrow. The threat of not only showers and storms, but maybe some strong storms, perhaps a few severe cells. And we could be looking at, by this time tomorrow for sure, either a tornado or a severe thunderstorm watch across the area. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. A low-end risk, but a risk nonetheless that's on the way. And this is part of a storm system that's producing, look at all the snow advisories, all in the white, all the way up through the Midwest, down through eastern New Mexico, where several inches of snow and sleet will fall just north and west of the Dallas area. Then we have the threat of flooding. It's going to be a wetter system mainly to the east of us. That flood threat all the way back through southern portions of Mississippi. Meanwhile, for us, as we look at the radar satellite composite, few spotty showers across the area, not as much as we saw about a half hour ago, but we'll see more light shower activity and some misty drizzles overnight tonight. Maybe even an isolated storm, but it looks like best rain chances shaping up as we head into tomorrow. And the RPM model just coming in. This is a fresh model run coming in, showing us there may be something up late morning, early afternoon. I think we have two opportunities. This one is the iffier one, but we could see a couple of isolated, what we call discrete thunderstorm cells that could show some rotation. So we'll watch that through the early afternoon hours, and then getting into the latter part of the afternoon, showers and storms being starting to form up and going into tomorrow evening, where we can see real active storms after dark tomorrow night, and then continuing to slowly move northeastward with this frontal boundary and weak area of low pressure that's going to be pushing off to the east. And eventually we get behind the front, but still showers will linger behind the frontal boundary as we go through early Thursday. Eventually those showers diminish as we head into Thursday afternoon. And it's going to be breezy and sharply cooler, with temperatures staying in the 40s, we think, most of Thursday, and heading down into the mid to upper 30s Thursday night into Friday morning, but it's going to be a short-lived chill. So breaking down that severe storm risk, a slight risk from most of Acadiana on eastward, southwest Louisiana, marginal risk, and we'll break down the damaging winds and isolated tornado potential. Damaging wind risk about 15% in the area shaded in orange, 5% in the area shaded back in green, and the tornado risk pretty much where we think it's going to be. Lafayette on up through Ville Platte on northeastward, 5%, but that's considered a slight risk. And one of the things that we look at first off is wind shear, and this shows us winds at the surface in white, in yellow at 5,000 feet, then 18,000 feet, and then 34,000 feet. And look at Lafayette, not much of a south wind, not too strong, but you get up to 5,000 feet, it's 41, then 69 at 18,000 feet, and then well over 100 at 34,000 feet. This is at noon, and watch how things progress as we go into the latter part of the afternoon, early evening. Those winds increase, especially at 850 millibars and up at 500 millibars. So we have those strong winds, not much veering with height. They do turn clockwise with height. So that argues for the possibility of damaging winds and rotating storms. Whether that rotation and those damaging winds reach down to the ground remains to be seen. Another thing that we'll look at is what's called helicity. This is the spin potential. And as we get into the afternoon hours, we're starting to see some shades of purple. So getting a little bit better here, and darker purple up towards central Louisiana, southwest Mississippi, where there may be an isolated tornado or two, but anywhere across the area we'll have to keep an eye on. And of course, things quieting down tomorrow night. The breeze is going to stay with us. Wind gusts 20 to 25 through overnight tonight through tomorrow. Then they pick up big time as we head into tomorrow evening. It's not going to be that big wind event we had a few weeks back, but gusts 35 to 40 miles an hour, certainly a possibility, if not more. So we'll see how that plays out. And then northwest winds coming in behind that frontal boundary that gets here tomorrow evening. Rainfall's kind of been all over the place. This is the latest RPM model run, and this looks a little bit more like reality. I'd say 1 to 2 possible. Some areas will get less. Some areas that get more will likely be off to our north and east. So this looks to be a pretty good estimation as of late this afternoon, early this evening. So rain chances ramping up tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon, stay high through early tomorrow evening, and then we dry out after Thursday morning. We'll have lingering showers. Friday, a winter. This weekend, partly cloudy skies, slight rain chances at best. Saturday, albeit brief, and then going into next week, more spring-like temperatures, and the next weather maker arrives next Wednesday. But in the near term, a little bit of a low-end severe weather threat tomorrow, and I always say you got to watch those lower-end severe weather threats because somewhere they do manifest and they can surprise you, and we'll watch that.
All right, sure will. Thanks, Rob.